All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Steelers quarterback room and the Steelers in general again. So if you guys are Steelers fans or you enjoy NFL content in general, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to the people who have subscribed already. And shout out to the future subscribers, man. Also, let's get a shout out to the members. If you guys would like to support me and this channel more, be sure to hit that join button down in the description below. And what a week it has been, man. Mike Tomlin, he really set the Steelers and he set Steelers Twitter ablaze with all of this news. So obviously Russell Wilson was supposed to be the starter this whole time. We get some injuries happening and Justin Fields comes in and in my opinion, played very well. I feel like Justin Fields took the opportunity and ran with it. I feel like he played good enough to continue to be starting. However, we have talked about it over and over and over again at this point. I am now back in on the Russell Wilson train. Now, unfortunately, I like Justin Fields way more now than I did at the time. Maybe it's because he got to play. Maybe it's because I feel like he's the better quarterback at this point. I'm not sure. But I am back in on Russell Wilson, and I don't think that it is going to be the end of the world. I talked about this in my last video, but I have a lot of people coming to me, like in real life and in the comments, asking me, what's going to happen with this team? Are we going to be good anymore? Are we going to be bad? Is the season over? I feel like we're going to be in the exact same position that we would be with Justin Fields, just in a slightly different way. So obviously we want George Pickens to get the ball more. We want our wide receiver 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. We got a bunch of wide receiver 6s playing wide receiver 2 snaps. But we want them to get more involved with the offense. And according to Mike Tomlin, according to the decision making, this is the change that is necessary in order to have that happen. We need Russell Wilson out there because right now Justin Fields isn't exactly seeing the field like a Russell Wilson can. And so Van Jefferson, man, congratulations. Calvin Austin, congratulations. Roman Wilson, congratulations. George Pickens, congratulations. We are going to have Russell Wilson out there throwing the ball more. But and this is just the kicker of it all, man. This is just like the Avengers Endgame, this better work, it's necessary or some shit like that. This is crazy because apparently we're going to be playing both quarterbacks in situations. I hate when this happens, not only for the Steelers, but just in general. When you have a quarterback like Russell Wilson playing and then you take him out in order to put Justin Fields on the field, it's so predictable, it's either he's going to run it or he's going to fake the run. And of course he can still throw, but it just seems so gimmicky. It seems so like 1940 football. We have two quarterbacks on the field and one of them can run. It's so weird. And so I'm not really the biggest fan of that. I would rather Russell Wilson just actually be the starter. I'd rather him just actually play and Justin Fields kind of just sit and relax. But I don't know what Arthur Smith is cooking, man. Maybe that playbook is getting deep. Maybe he's flipping the pages. Maybe Mike Tomlin is flipping the pages. I'm not exactly sure. But it is Russell Wilson who is going to be the starter, as I got kind of called out about this too. I'm not going to lie. My titles have been a little clickbaity, a little headliney, but I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, Steelers fans, we're not happy with the quarterback decision. And I got a bunch of comments like, oh, there actually hasn't been a decision made yet. Are you actually paying attention? Why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to do that? Fast forward now to Saturday, October 19th, 2024. And Russell Wilson is going to be the starter. So, I was just a little early, but I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the tea leaves on the wall. I know how this team operates. And here we are. I also wanted to talk about this because I thought this was kind of funny. So, yesterday, Mike Tomlin was like, yeah, we're not naming a starter yet. We haven't named a starter. I know who the starter is going to be, but I'm not announcing it to the world. And then they go and talk to George Pickens. And this is a funny freeze frame. But then they go and talk to George Pickens. And let's see what George Pickens had to say.
Have you noticed him putting in extra time this week, maybe working with you one-on-one just to try to get on the same page?
Yeah, getting on the same page after practice throwing, more than usual because, this is first start.
So George Pickens pretty much spoiled the surprise. George Pickens was like, yeah, Russell Wilson is going to be the starter minutes after Mike Tomlin was like, yeah, we're going to keep that decision in-house. I thought that was kind of funny, and it just further adds to the camaraderie that George Pickens has been building with the quarterbacks. We will see if he's a bit happier with Russell Wilson playing as opposed to Justin Fields. I feel like they had a good, rapport as well. However, that didn't necessarily translate to on-field production. That didn't necessarily translate to stats because George Pickens is still without a touchdown this year. But we're hoping Russell Wilson can get him the ball. And I just I don't know how many times I can keep kind of justifying it. I don't know how many times I can keep being like, yeah, I'm a fan of this, but I really would have preferred Justin Fields to keep starting. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are out there like that too, where we kind of fell in love with the Justin Fields story. We kind of fell in love with the underdog mentality. And then now it's like he's having to go back and Russell Wilson comes in. I think we're gonna be all right, guys. Like, it's time to get off the ledge. You can get back to work. You can get out of the window. You can put the rope down. Like, it's time to get back to work. It's time to like come back to reality, because we are the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we're going to beat the New York Jets regardless of who's at quarterback, regardless of if Russell Wilson plays 80% of snaps and Justin Fields plays 20. We're gonna beat them if they play 50-50 snaps. The Jets, they're ass, man. I'll be honest, they're ass. I know they just got Devontae Adams, another player stolen from us, another wide receiver stolen from us. But I like our chances, and I just don't think Russell Wilson is as bad as people say. I just also don't think he's as good as what people are claiming him to be, and enough to make a decision like this at 4-2. We just put up 30 points last week against the Raiders, and now Russell Wilson gets to come in. It is a bit sus. But something else, the last kind of thing I wanted to talk about with Justin Fields specifically on this matter is this interview right here, because we had last year Kenny Pickett getting hurt. And, they asked him, like, hey, are you learning anything on the bench? Like, is it okay that you're on the bench? And Kenny Pickett was pretty much just like, no, this is dumb, and, like, just walked off, you know what I'm saying? But Justin Fields, this is a guy who was, like, taking accountability. It's like he's still taking accountability, even though we can all agree. He's getting kind of done dirty in this situation. But let's hear what he has to say about this.
I mean, I don't think I played, good enough. If I'm being real with you. If I'm being real with myself, I think if I did play well enough, I don't think there would be any.
Damn, bro. I hope you guys can hear this.
We got a few wins. Of course, I'm glad about that, but there's areas that I can be better at, and I'm just gonna continue to work on those and continue to get better.
And then they just start flooding in with questions. But pretty much, if you guys couldn't hear it, they asked him, how he feels he's played in this situation. He feel like if this is like a necessary change. And he said he doesn't feel he's played good enough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he has. Justin Fields, I got you, bro. Like, you can say this for the media, but big trust Justin. Me and you both know you've played fantastic given the situation, given the hurt offensive line, given the lack of weapons, given the hurt running game, given the defense kind of letting us down at some points. Justin Fields, you have played good enough, brother. But to him, what are you saying in his head, man? I haven't played good enough. That is top tier accountability, man. That is exactly what you want to hear from your quarterback. And it's just like he's probably learning from Russell Wilson. That seems like a Russell Wilson type of answer right there. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see Justin Fields take accountability. One day I know this guy is going to be our quarterback, whether it's the end of this year, maybe next year. We got to get him up under a contract, but I am excited to continue to watch Justin Fields play. And once again, for the final kind of point of it all, because of this, like, Justin Fields has just been getting dunked on, man, because, like, I'm sad about him not starting, and then, like, the 40 pluses, the 50 pluses, the 60 pluses, the old Steelers fans are like, well, actually, he's missing wide receivers left and right. He's just taking off and running the ball, just a bunch of nonsense. And while it may be true, it's just like, really, that is what's killing this team right now? Really? We're going to have to see it. And I'm excited to see Russell Wilson maybe show me something that I'm not seeing yet. If we just come out there flying, and the Jets have a really good defense too. This is just such a strange game to make a decision like this, to make a change like this. But if Russell Wilson, man, if our offense looks insane, if Arthur Smith can get his shit off, if we can fucking beat the Jets by 40 points and move to 5-2, whatever, man. Like, it's cool. I'm still fine with it. I'm still rolling with it because I am a Steelers fan. I was a Steelers fan before Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. I was a Steelers fan before Boswell even, and I love Chris Boswell. You guys know that. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Next man up mentality, and so we will have to see how it ends up looking. Now, for the last point of this all, maybe kind of a weird topic, but Alex Highsmith is coming back to the Steelers next week, man, or in this Jets game. I tried to get him out in the picture, but yeah, Alex Highsmith is going to be healthy, which is really necessary because we've had countless injuries to our edge rushing department. Of course, we have T.J. Watt; he's still playing, but past T.J. That's it. That's it. Alex Highsmith has been hurt. DeMarvin Leal has been hurt. Nick Herbig has been hurt. We've been losing players left and right, and so to be able to get Alex Highsmith back is going to be huge for us. And Nick Herbig, he held it down for really a decent amount of time. And we've kind of forgotten about Alex Highsmith, but this guy is like damn near an all-pro player, man. Like, he be doing his thing. And between him and TJ, we needed him for this Jets game. The defense is going to have to come out flying because we never know with Russell Wilson, man. You never know with this offense what's going to happen. If we look exactly the same, I'm going to be a little frustrated. I'm not going to lie. But I don't think we will. Maybe we'll look slightly better. As I mentioned, like, he's better as a passer than Justin Fields is at this point. But the line is going to have to be on their shit because Russell Wilson is not as good of a runner as Justin Fields is at this point. So we will have to see. Anyways, guys, I kind of did just want to make a video right now that it's been like confirmed that Russell Wilson is going to be the starter. However, we've been talking about this for a little, like for the last week now. So I've kind of said everything I needed to say about this whole piece. I'm going to get out of here. Perhaps one more video before the Jets game, but if not, I will see you after the Jets game when we win and we move to 5-2 and we're popping bottles and I'm calling out of work tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on the next day because, you know, like I'm going to be lit because we're at 5-2, man. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to the Steelers fans out there. And I want to talk to my girlfriend because she's a Steelers fan as well. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Have a good Saturday. Have a good Sunday. Hopefully your parlays hit. Pray for me. I'm going to lay one down. And we're going to be millionaires. Peace out.